Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Naruto Uzumaki S.H.Figuarts, the Jinchuriki Entrusted with Hope. Those names are super long on these figures. So this is the 3.0, I believe. There was two different attempts to start a Naruto line that resulted in failure. But this time they got it right, and they're chugging along with this line. I'm very happy with it so far. If you've seen my other videos, you guys know how like I feel about this line. I'm a huge Naruto fan. You just take a look at my shelf. I think I have the most Naruto stuff aside from One Piece in my room. But yeah, I really like this figure. It's a really decent figure. It's a really good start to the line, by the way. So this is the first release in the new Naruto line that began in 2022, I believe. I did get this figure last year, and fun fact, I wanted to talk about my history with action figures. So I never really had an interest in action figures and stuff like that until actually like a year ago at this point. I saw that that there was a Naruto figure that looked pretty cool, and it looked like a lot of fun. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll check it out. So last year in March or February, I believe, I picked this figure up, and I hadn't collected figures or anything like my entire life, but collecting figures has really cured my inner child, because now I can get all the figures I want. I could never get any of this stuff as a kid, because we were that fortunate with money. So I'm basically saying we were kind of poor. I never got a lot of the things that I wanted, like action figures, right? So this is my very first action figure, actually. It holds a special place in my heart. And it's a really decent figure. I hope you guys will feel the same way. If you have the same figure, or maybe you see this video and think, hey, maybe I could start collecting these figures. This one looks really cool. But yeah, question of the day. I don't exactly have a question of the day. Maybe, I guess, what part of Naruto did you like more? Part 1 or part 2, which is Naruto Shippuden? Honestly, I like both, but I feel like part 1 has more like a realistic feel. Not exactly realistic, because there's people shooting rocks and fire out of their hands, but you know, you get what I'm saying if you've seen the show. I think I like part 1 a lot more. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the review. Of course, I'll show you guys the box. So this is the standard packaging for the Naruto S.H.Figuarts line. It's got the calligraphy line art over the picture of the figure on the front. It's got a big window with the character's name and the title of the figure in Japanese characters. It has the Tamashii Nation's quality seal, so it's authentic, of course. And it's got all the logos on the bottom. There's a top of the window on the top of the figure. The name of the figure on the side with a sample pose. And then just the name of the figure on the side here as well with a sample pose. And it's in English. Naruto Uzumaki, the Jinchuriki Entrusted with Hope. And then sample poses with some little details on the back. Look really cool. And then another picture of the figure with the title on the bottom. So that's the box, of course, and then let's get this guy off the stand into a neutral pose and get a closer look. So there's the figure. I'm pretty sure the way it comes out of the package with a neutral face sculpt and 2 fist hands. But the sculpt for this figure is really great. The paint is a little bit lacking. I don't think there's any shading at all in this figure. I would have liked a little bit in the hair, but I don't think there's any shading at all. Just a couple of hiccups with the paint, but just talking about the sculpt, it looks really good. All the Naruto figures look really good when it comes to the sculpt. It's just the I wanted to mention right now that this figure is a budget release, like some like to call it. So it is retailed at $35. But it actually you get a lot of bang for your buck. I'll say that much right now about the accessories and everything, and just the figure itself. So the Naruto doesn't have like a super complex design, especially in Shippuden. He kind of has like this tracksuit look going on, with the jacket and the pants and everything. His design doesn't hinder the articulation at all. It looks perfect. The face printing on especially for this figure, because this is the first figure in the new line, it looks really great. They really got it down. It's got a really good likeness to the anime, specifically, which I really enjoy. You have some metal paint here on the zipper. This is a floating piece, by the way. I don't think it'll have the problem since it's not segmented. But yeah, if you saw my Kakashi video, you did notice that this part did break at the seam here, but this one doesn't seem to have one, so it doesn't look like it'll have that problem. But of course, just be careful with your figures. I'll touch on that a little bit later in the articulation. But yeah, there is some metal paint here for the zipper, and then for the headband, and then for his little Uzumaki symbol on his shoulder. And then going on to the back, I honestly don't think there's any shading anywhere, but the Uzumaki symbol looks pretty good. All the paint and everything looks really well done. Just in some places, it looks like there is a little bit of splotching. I don't know if you can see here, right here. Like the paint isn't exactly done the best. But it's not like I paid $100 for this figure. Now the paint I'm expecting to be really well done is the Sage Mode Naruto figure, because that one's like $100. But yeah, just considering the price point and everything, the sculpt and paint, it's just perfect. The paint I would like to have been a little bit better, but the sculpt is honestly really great. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10 for the paint and sculpt. So moving on to the accessories, this figure does actually have quite a lot of accessories, which is kind of odd considering the Luffy figure was the same price and basically just had a couple hands and faces and the hat, and then you think an extra head, and that was pretty much it. So this one does have quite a lot considering the price point. So right out of the package, the figure does come with that neutral face sculpt and then the two pairs of hands. So, counting all the accessories, the figure does come with 5 different face plates, kunai accessory, Rasengan effect piece, of course, 4 pairs of hands and 1 separate left hand, or 1 separate right hand, excuse me, and a separate piece for his arms where they're crossed. So I'll go ahead and show you guys those right now, starting with the face plates. So I already showed you guys on this figure. It does come with that neutral face plate. They look really good, by the way. They look really awesome. Here, he's smiling. That's perfect for Naruto. Here is a bit of an angrier face where he's yelling, getting ready to throw out a Rasengan. And I really like this edition. He does come with a Nine Tails face, where the Nine Tails chakra is leaking out of him. And then he does come with that trademark goofy Naruto face. I really like the sculpting on this one, the exaggerated features and everything. And then moving on to the hands, he does have your basic fist hands, nothing special. He does have 2 jutsu hands, of course, so you can do his shadow clone jutsu. 2 splayed out hands. Could also use these, for a relaxed effect for his hands. And then he does come with 2 kunai holding hands, so you can put the kunai in either one of his hands. I like that option. And then, of course, he comes with a separate hand for his Rasengan. And I'll show you guys how that works really quick right now. Speaking of the Rasengan, he does come with a Rasengan effect piece, of course. It is a translucent blue plastic with some white paint on the top to make it look, like it's spinning. And then you just match the peg with the peg hole. And it pegs in just fine, like that. No problems with it falling out, and it looks really great. And then it does come with kunai. I know the later Naruto figures do have this piece at the bottom coming off, but this is the the first release, so you kind of have to work around it a little bit. It is kind of tough to get it in. You will sort of end up warping the plastic, so just be careful, but it does go in just like that. I really wish they would have found a better way to do this without messing up the plastic, but it does go in like that. And then it does come with with separate arm pieces. So I'll show you guys right now how those work. I actually haven't done the separate arms, so I'll have to figure out how to do that right now. But I'll be right back and show you guys how these work. All right, so it's actually really simple. You just take these off with care and caution. Of course, you don't want to break your figures. So I have both of the arms off, and then I think this is the way you're supposed to do it. So this Naruto figure does have butterfly joints. I do remember trying to get these on the first time I got this figure, and I was having no luck. So hopefully I can get it to work this time. So you do have to mess around with it for a little bit, try to figure out how the arms work. Like I said, I haven't exactly done the crossed arms part, but they do look great. I think the Orochimaru figure does it much better. It's like one entire piece. But yeah, just putting on a faceplate, it does look really great. I like the way that looks, actually. So yeah, those are all the accessories. Are honestly, the accessories are honestly really well done. They actually did put quite a lot, with all the hands, and then the different arms, for the crossed arms, and then the Rasengan and the kunai, and the faces. They look really great. They're really well done. Especially considering the price. You have to remember this is a $35 figure. So you can probably go out and find this thing in the wild. If your local Walmart or Target or whatever has this thing in stock. But yeah, this figure has really good accessories. I don't think there is anything I was really missing, or anything that I really wanted out of this figure. Maybe some nine-tailed claw hands would have been really great, but I'm pretty sure you can use the ones from the Kid Naruto on this figure. But aside from that, the accessories are really great. I think I'm going to go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10. So moving on to the articulation part of the video. This figure does articulate fairly well, especially up in the head. I thought, I didn't think it would articulate that well, considering he has the collar piece, but let's go ahead and get it started just to show you guys. So he does move down about that much, and he does have a little bit of neck articulation, and then it does move up a fair amount. One thing that the headband piece right here is a hard plastic, and it only moves up and down. You can't move it side to side for like a windswept look. But I know they did fix that with the new Sage Mode Naruto, so that's a really good addition. And then just moving on to the arms. The arms, to my surprise, I guess I have like PTSD from the Zoro figure, but considering that you can remove the arms, they articulate fairly well, and they stay in place no problem. I just wanted to get that out of the way. He does move his arms all the way around if you really wanted to do that. They move all the way up about that much, which is which is really good. And then he does have butterfly joints, which don't look the greatest. They could look just a little bit better. There is a bit of gapping. But yeah, they do go back about that much for your Naruto poses. And then they do go forward about that much for your, taijutsu, kunai poses or whatever. That's really good, and I like that. And then he does have the bicep swivel, of course. He has double jointed elbows, which work and look pretty good. The arm does go in about that much. Same goes for the other. And then he does have a double ball peg, which goes up and down pretty well. It is hindered a little bit by the sleeve, but not so much. I'm pretty sure you can still get it into poses that you want. So yeah, that goes the same for the other arm. And then he does move forward just a little bit, not so much as much as I would like him to. But he does have waist movement, and he goes all the way down that much. There is some pretty bad gapping here, but this is a floating piece, this bottom part of his jacket. So that's where that comes in. Just be careful with that piece. Be careful not to break it like I did on my Kakashi figure. And then he does move side to side like this. I want to say he moves all the way around, but I'm not going to test it because he does have this floating piece. Going to the back, he does have this piece for his ninja tools, and it does go all the way around on a ball peg. Just don't try to remove this. If you've seen my Guts S.H.Figuarts review, you know why. And then moving on to the legs, he does kick up a fair amount with double jointed knees that look and work pretty good. But going backwards, he does kick back a pretty good amount, but he does have the sculpted butt cheeks again. So of course you can get the most out of the leg articulation. But I think this is the one figure that doesn't have it that bad. It's just there is a little bit of gapping here in the thigh. And then he does have the thigh swivel that goes all the way around. Same for the other leg. He does have this piece is sculpted onto the leg, so don't try to remove it or anything. You might break the figure. Yeah, I already talked about the knee. He does have swivel here at his shin, and then of course the foot articulation is really good because of the sandals. So the foot goes up about this much and then down about that much with a pretty good ankle rocker. So that's pretty standard with all the Naruto figures. The feet articulation is really well done. And then just your standard toe hinge. But honestly, aside from a couple hiccups, this figure's articulation is pretty great, actually. I would have liked a little bit more range in the torso. The headband piece, being able to swivel is kind of a weird exclusion. I'm sure they could do that because I know they did it for one of their earlier Naruto releases. They could do it really easily. I don't know why they didn't add that. But aside from the headband and the torso articulation and then the sculpted butt cheeks, of course, the articulation on this figure is honestly really great. And like I said before, the design isn't too complex to where it hinders the movement. So it's really well done. I think aside from those three little things, I'm going to go ahead and give the articulation an 8 out of 10. So my final thoughts on this figure. I think it is a really, really good release for this figure. They outdid themselves on this figure. Tamashii Nations, I think they have a favorite child out of the big three. Because out of Bleach and Naruto and One Piece, Naruto definitely has to be the figure line that they're focusing the most on, which I really appreciate because I'm a big Naruto fan, but I'm also a really big One Piece and Bleach fan. Two of those a little bit more than the other, but I love all my series as equally. But going back to what I was saying, I really wish they would put as much effort as they do into other lines, because they can do really great things with their figures. Um, and this one, and all the other Naruto figures are really good examples of that. And it's kind of a bummer that they don't move some of their resources into some other lines that need it. But yeah, aside from that, this figure is a really good release. It's an outstanding start to a new line. They really outdid themselves with this line. I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with the rest of this line, because I know they have a couple releases spread out throughout this year. They have the two Naruto Top 99 releases, so that's the Sakura and the Naruto. Actually, they have four Naruto Top 99 releases. They have the new Naruto and the new Sakura, and they have the Minato Namikaze, and then they have the Itachi S.H.Figuarts. And then aside from that, the new KCM2 Naruto came out. I do have that one already. If you haven't seen my video on that one, go ahead and take a look at it. I say some really good things about the figure because it's a really good figure. Like I've been saying in every single one of my videos about these figures, they're doing an outstanding job with this line, and it's very much appreciated from a big Naruto fan like me. But yeah, aside from all these releases, they also do have the Stage Mode Naruto figure coming out. And they pretty much confirmed that they're also making a Pain figure. So I'm very excited to see what comes of this line. There are so many different characters for them to do. They still have a lot of really fan favorites that they have yet to make figures of, which I'm very excited for. But yeah, I have really great hopes for this line. I'm gonna keep saying that because I have a couple more figures to go over in this Naruto line. But yeah, overall, I think I probably have to give this figure a 9 out of 10. It's so much fun to mess around with, especially if you know the way the figures work. So I got him into this pose really quick. I think it looks really good, just like that. Like no problems with the articulation. The figure looks great. Nothing. There's no trade-offs for any of the sections of the figure. The paint looks really good. And the accessories are awesome, honestly. Some of the best spreads of accessories that I've seen in any figure. Considering the price, of course. So hopefully this changed your mind, or maybe it got you wanting to get this figure. If you have the spare money, of course, like always, go ahead and get it. Get 1, get 2, get 3, get 4. This figure is an army builder, of course, because of Naruto's Shadow Clone Jutsu. I only have one right now, but I am getting the new Naruto figure for the Naruto Top 99 line is coming out soon. So pretty soon I'll have 2. But yeah, like I said, this is a really good figure. Hopefully it changes your mind about not wanting to get it or whatever. You see this video and think, hey, that's a pretty cool figure. I'm going to go ahead and get it. It's a really good addition to anybody's collection. But yeah, that's it for this video. Question of the day, which part of Naruto do you like more? I'm a big Naruto fan, but I think I like part 1 much more than the Naruto Shippuden. Shippuden is really good, but I feel like part 1 has more like a real feel, you know? I don't know how to explain it. I like part 1 a lot, actually. But yeah, that's my question of the day. Tune in tomorrow, or maybe not tomorrow, in a couple of days, where I'm going to be reviewing the Sasuke Uchiha S.H. Figuarts. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.